conversation around what this man wrote in his book, 100 Years of Amalgamation, Igbos, What Hope in Nigeria. A whole lot has been revealed in this book, from politics to census affecting politics to politics affecting census, and so much more. All right? In fact, I would want to quote some of the words he said in this book, some of the statements that he made. He said that in do you know that since 1931 up until now, we have not had a credible head count in Nigeria? And some persons have doubted that. Are you sure? Are you sure? All of these years? How? And then he went further to say that it has always been rigged in favor of a particular tribe in Nigeria. Which tribe? I think he will tell us today because he's here. So, he went further to say it is not only INEC that rigs election results. Nigeria Population Commission is also in the business of rigging census results. So, for those who don't know, census is not just how many people we are in Nigeria. It has a lot of economic and of course political importance, which makes it a very, very serious business. And he went further to say a whole lot. Peter Anosike, let's start dissecting some of these statements of yours as regards census in Nigeria. Now, when you look at chapter 8, page 114, I'm saying this because some of us who have this book can follow us in this conversation this morning, all right? Chapter 8 is the charade called Nigeria Census. And he went further to say a lot of things. Now, I would want you to break it down. Why you decide to call it a charade? Let's start from there.
It is a charade because we've never had a credible census in Nigeria. All the figures that they have been giving us is fraudulent. From 1885, when health count began in the current geographical area known as Nigeria, we've never had a credible census. We have never had a credible census. And I'm happy what you said about politics and census and census and politics. Census is about, politics is about numbers of human beings, which is census. Politics is about what? Numbers.
Okay.
That's numbers of human beings, which is census. So who has the number wins in any election? The party with the numbers win in every election, and there is a and this is what has been happening in the country. That's even why we've never even had a credible election up to this day as we are holding this conversation.
All right.
So the truth is that most of the things that's happening to us in Nigeria started from the British. One, in 1959, they rigged the election that brought Tafawa and Benawa into office. Even one of them, that midwife Nigerian Independence, said that they announced the result while the election is still on. That is the people that Buhari went and told that Nigerians are fantastically corrupt. Why Britain is far more corrupt than Nigeria. So Britain rigged the election, that the independence election in 1960. They also rigged the census. And as I said, since 1931, we've not gotten accurate head count in Nigeria. As we speak, we don't know how many we are. And that's why government is funding. Because if you are a parent, a mother or a father, and you want to prepare food for your children. You have to know the number of children that you are preparing that food for. So now government don't know how many we are in this country. So all their budget is just a kind of trial and error. The last census in Nigeria was in 2006. And census is supposed to be held every 10 years. So Buhari didn't hold anyone, and the other one was supposed to be in 2016. But Buhari did not hold any census. So another one now should be 2026. That's next year.
Okay, next year. All right.
So, but they have given Tinubu a budget, so Tinubu may announce census anytime. But we are not here to waste time. We are not here for rhetorics. We are here to tell Nigerians what they are to do. Because census is very, very important. Because it is through census that on occasions resources are made in the country. For you to know the importance of census. So, when census will be held in the country, there's going to be questionnaire where people are to fill.
All right.
So, and I am telling Nigerians, most especially people from the South, if the census questionnaire did not capture ethnicity, they should not accept it.
Really?
They should not, because they have rigged it. If the census questionnaire did not capture religion, they should not accept it.
Can you break it down? Let's understand what you mean.
Now, an instance, there's discrimination in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, in anywhere in the world. Even in America, even in UK. But in Nigeria, when census is coming, they begin to practice this policy of assimilation. That everybody is one. Everybody is one. An instance, if you are in Kano, they want to count you as a Kano indigene. If you are in Sokoto, they want to count you as a Sokoto indigene. So if ethnicity is not captured in this in the questionnaire, it means that a Yoruba man living in Kano is going to be counted as a Kano indigene. Okay. An Igbo man living in Sokoto is going to be counted as a Sokoto indigene. So that's why I'm saying the MPC, the National Population Commission, must put ethnicity. So you feel where you come from, whether you are from Akwa Ibom, Efik, Kanabari, Urobo, Igbo, or Yoruba.
So it's going to be a plus to where you are from, not a plus to where you reside.
It's going to be where you come from, need to be in the census. In the United States, that's how it is. Because the importance of this, why this is important is this. If you are a Yoruba man and you are living in Kano, the Oni of Ife will want to know how many Yoruba people are living in Kano.
All right.
With the questionnaire, he will know how many people that is living in Kano. The Emir of Kano will want to know how many Kano indigenes that are living in Oyo State. With the questionnaire, he will know. So this is not against any group. It's not against any tribe or any. Understand me? It is what is going to benefit everybody. It is what is going to benefit everybody. So that ethnicity must be captured in the questionnaire because it is very, very important. Then number 2, religion. there has to be a space there to indicate whether you are a Muslim, a Christian, or any other religion, other religions, for people who are not Christians or Muslims. It needs to be there. The importance of this, it will help us to know how many Christians and how many Muslims that we have in the country.
Okay.
So that is the importance. Now, an instance, if I'm living in Kano, census comes, they will count me as a Kano indigene. Now, their population has increased. The allocation from federal government will also increase alongside the census, because that's what they use to allocate their resources. So they have used me to show up their allocation. But when it comes to appointment or to other benefits, they will tell me, no, you will not benefit because you are an Igbo man.
Okay.
But they have used me to increase their allocation. They have used me to increase the allocation. They have made me a part of them.
A part of them.
During census, but after census, they will now remind me where I'm coming from, that I'm no more part of them. Then I have mentioned that ethnicity should be captured in the questionnaire, religion should be captured in the questionnaire. Then NYS should be used as enumerators.
Why?
These people have just not more than 1 year to stay in anywhere they are posted. So they will just do their job and go. They have no interest in where they are posted. They are posted outside their states of origin. So they are not going to be involved in the politics of where they are posted. So they are going to be objective in whatever they are doing. But if civil servants are used who are from those areas, they know the importance of census. They want even to inflate it so that they will have more. So civil servants will be biased. Civil servants will be sentimental. Civil servants will be fraudulent. But NYSC youth corpers have no interest where they are posted. The politics of those areas don't concern them. So they are going to be very, very objective. So I have made 3 points now.
Of course.
In the census questionnaire, ethnicity must be captured. Religion must be captured. And the NYSC, National Youth Service Corps members, should be used as enumerators. Anything outside than this, they have rigged it. Once you use civil servants as enumerators, they will rig it. And they have been rigging it since 1931. So I don't know whether they have printed the questionnaire or not. But even if they have printed it, they should tear it into pieces and reprint it and put these two issues that I mentioned, ethnicity and the religion. Then let youth corpus be used as enumerators. That is the only way we can get something that will resemble the accurate census. I say that can resemble.
Okay.
Because in this census thing, the North are more favored than the South. Because I was born in the North. I live in the North.
Oh, really? Okay.
If you go, now, if you are an enumerator in the North, that's where these Muslims keep their wives. You cannot enter there.
Bashiga.
You cannot enter there. So you have that to wait outside until the owner of the house will come out and give you figure. Even if you say, I married 20 wives, you cannot say no. Even if he tells you, I am married 20, you cannot say, no, let me go and see them. So in the north, you are just giving figures.
And you take those figures like that?
You cannot argue it now.
Why?
So if and Haji tell you that I have 5 wives, you tell him, let me go and see them. You don't see their wives. So you must take the figure that they give to you. But if it's in the south, they can even enter your kitchen, your bedroom, your store. Because we don't have such a restriction here in the southern part of the country. So that's why I say that Northerners have an advantage. And this is what they have been using since 1931 till date, because the colonial masters favored them from the beginning. Reason, they did not struggle for independence. They did not give the white men tough time. They didn't give the white men that's ultimatum. It was the people in the south that ended the struggle for independence. And for hurrying them to go, they decided to favor the north.
Okay.
For the south, hurrying them to grant independence, they decided to favor the north. They favored them, one, by giving them census advantage, because as I said, politics is about numbers. And when you have the number, real or imaginary, you can still be using it. And the North are still using it. That's what they are using to threaten Tinubu as we speak. That they have the numbers.
Anosike, North and the South, who truly has the number? For instance, let me break it down to Lagos and Kano. You know, we've been made to believe that the number of people in Kano is much more than the number of persons in Lagos, of people in Lagos.
Okay. I always give statistics when I'm saying anything. If you Google, anybody listening to us, if you Google 10 biggest countries in Africa with regard to landmass, Nigeria is not among the 10.
Biggest by landmass.
By landmass.
Okay.
Nigeria is not among all the first 10. But Africa is being called the giant of Africa. Why? Because we are the most populous African state. Mind you, with landmass, we're not even among the first 10. But in population, we are number one. In short, they say that out of every 4 African, 1 is a Nigerian. But in landmass, we are nowhere to be found. So what makes population is not landmass. It is density.
Okay.
And it is that density that made Nigeria the most populous country in Africa. Not landmass. Now in the country, Nigeria is about 923,000 square meters. Out of this 923,000 square meters, the north is about 620-something square meters. Then south is about 300,000 square meters, which means the south is 1/3 of Nigeria. That's what are we talking now? Landmass. Okay. But landmass does not equate population. Landmass does not equate population. I have said it in this radio some time ago. One, because for me, I believe in in criticism. One day, I was a part of a World Bank team that went to Adamawa State on a Millennium Development Goal.
Okay.
So we were in a bus, in a coastal bus with the governor of Adamawa then, Motanda Inyaku. We were going from Yonda to where they call either Furoro. So we ran for about 2 kilometers, for 2 hours. We didn't see any house. We were going from Yonda, the capital, to Furoro. Furoro should be the largest local government in the old Gongonda state.
Okay. All right.
Understand me? So we ran for 2 hours. We didn't see any house. I said, excuse me, sir, Your Excellency. He said, yes. I said, we have been running for 2 hours now. I have not seen any house. Where is the population of the north? You people say that the north is more populated than the south. Nyako told me, now so I hear.
Oh, that was what he said.
That was what Motana Nyako told me, now so I hear. Because I was surprised. I want to see that population. Because in the north, because in the south, you cannot run up to 200 years without seeing human beings. Settlement. You cannot run 200 years without seeing a settlement. But in the north, it's not so. So where is this population? So it is the rigging that the north, that the colonial masters started in 1931 that have been going on up to today. It is that rigging that is going on up to today. And if these 3 things that I mentioned is not adopted, the rigging will continue.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, in case you're watching us live via YouTube, this is the book that we're talking about. All right. This book was written, I think, when was that?
1914 to 2014 is 100 years. So that's why I called it 100 years of amalgamation. So it was written in 2014.
It was written in 2014.
Yes.
Beautiful. More than 10 years now that this book has been written. Now, everyone.
So, excuse me.
Okay.
What really brought out this book is the fabrication that Babangida did in his book. Understand me?
Okay, you consider that fabrication?
Because he was just scratching the surface. So I have to say, no, I have a detailed book on what Babangida was talking about. Understand me? I said, no, I shouldn't fold my hand and let this thing go. That I have more detail of what Babangida is talking about, because Babangida just was just on the surface. He didn't want to go into detail. He didn't want to go into detail. An instance now, the Abacha family has come out to disprove a lot of things that Babangida wrote in the book. So, and this book also disproved or go deeper into because Babangida did not tell the whole truth in his book. Let us just put it in that way. Babangida did not tell the whole truth in his book. So since I have one that is more detailed, I have that to bring it out. And again, Tinubu is now talking about census.
Okay.
And I know that I did a lot of research, detailed research on this thing, because most Nigerians, especially those in the south and southeast, don't know the importance of census.
Right?
Let me give you that an example.
All right.
In 1958-59, when they want to conduct the census that ushered in Nigeria independence, there were rumors in eastern Nigeria that they want to do census to know the number of people that are qualified to pay tax. Do you understand that misinformation? That they want to conduct census to know the number of people that are qualified to pay tax. So when people heard this paying tax, most of them ran to their farms and stay. Most of them ran to their farms and stay so that they will not be counted as people who are now qualified to pay tax.
Okay.
So what happened? They got only a few people in eastern Nigeria. Those who they were able to see were counted. So those who they were able to see were counted, while many has run to their farms to stay until the census is over. So for me, this one I am turning on everybody, north, south, east. Whatever you are doing, once census is announced, come out and many of the politicians then were corrupt. Example, Festus Okotie-Eboh, who was the minister of finance. When Okotie-Eboh built his house, he called Tafawa and Benawa that to come and to open it. When Benawa got there, he looked at the house, the mansion, and said, if human beings can live forever, he would have appreciated this edifice. That was what Benawa said when he came to commission Festus Okotie-Eboh's house, because it was massive. It was the best at that point in time.
Okay.
So the young soldiers were not happy with the corruption that was going on. They were more in line with Obafemi Awolowo's 4-point agenda, which he also implemented in 1978 when he formed the UPN. That's why a lot of people in the Southwest went to school through free education. That was one of Awolowo's 4-point agenda. So what Harold Smith said. No.
Is it Kano? How did you put it?
I said that there is an unwritten agreement.
Okay.
That the most populous state in the South would not be allowed to be more populous than the most populous state in the North. So Lagos is the most populous state in the South. Kano is the most populous state in the North. So there's an agreement that Lagos will never be more than Kano.
Agreement.
Unwritten agreement. That Lagos will never be allowed be more than Kano. Now let us check. Let us use practical steps.
Okay.
Practical steps. Now, what attracts people to a city, to a town? From there, we can know which one should be bigger. Lagos State has international airport, has international seaport. Do you know what these two things mean? Business.
Of course. Of course.
What this simply means is business. This international seaport, international airport pulls people to Lagos State. What is pulling people to Kano State? That is the question that I want anybody listening to answer me. International airport, international seaport means business, means development, means people. And this is what is pulling people. Just like, let me use the Southeast as an example.
All right.
Igbos are in Lagos State more than any other state in the country and in the world. Why? Because Lagos has international seaport and international airport. Let me tell you, this trade fair was built by Igbos. Assuming we have international seaport, they will have built it in the east. But where there's no international seaport, how can you import? Your containers, how would they come to your state? So it is this international seaport that is pulling Igbos from Igbo down to Lagos State. Then what is pulling people to Kano State? That's how we can judge population. That's a simple way of judging population. But for you to know what they are doing, that the population that you quoted was 2006.
Of course.
That's when Makama was the chairman of MPC. Makama was the secretary to Alhaji Shehu Shagari. Shehu Shagari was one of those that the white men handed over in 1960. And the Makama, who they use a number of local government. Lagos State is the richest state in Africa. Just like California is the richest state in the world. Okay. Lagos State has Kano has 44 local governments. Jigawa was created out of Kano State.
On everything deceitful that you can see now that an unwritten agreement was that, like all that you have talked about what Lagos State is. In fact, apart from that, we know that Lagos State was the federal capital city of Nigeria that also attracted a lot of Nigerians to Lagos. How come that Kano, that never enjoyed these facilities, they don't have the international airport, they don't have that, no, not airport, I wanted to say here, seaport. And then they were not, in Kano was not the federal capital of the country. And then you're talking about driving for 2 good hours without seeing. The time I went to Plateau State, I know the road that we followed, I was like, why are people not living here? You have large acres of land, people are not living, and they are more in population than Lagos. I don't think Nigeria will get it right. And I don't know, Mr. Anosike, can you research more and come up with them? What do you think we can do to get Nigeria on the path of rectitude, on the path of righteousness, on the path of godliness, so that whatever we will do will reflect the character of God? Because it's like the devil is here with us and making it possible for Nigerians, leaders or rulers, whatever you call them, to distort every fact about Nigerians. And we have nothing left for the generation unborn. This is very unfortunate. But God bless you for your book. We'll try away and get it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for calling. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay. But you can always send me a WhatsApp message. All right. I think that will be easy for you. Thank you. Hello, good morning. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 5. Morning to you.
Good morning. My name is Victor.
You.
Good morning, Jude Ekane.
Good morning.
I love that your name so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Anosike is a good writer and a good researcher. I really appreciate him. But from his expositions,